friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and we got a huge chicken here. I gotta unwrap it. It was in my freezer, taking up a lot of space, so I put it in my fridge, and it took about 2 days to unthaw. 2 good full days, maybe even 3. And it's beautiful. This, friends, is about a 9.5 pound chicken. Gorgeous. Look at that thing. The neck is still on there. I got this chicken from my Amish friend. She raised them, and they're just enormous. I just can't believe how enormous it is. I want to dump that little bit of water out of there. I can't believe how big they are. I don't think I've ever had a 9-pound bird. But I see a lot of meals with this little boy. I'll tell you what, he's gonna make a lot of meals. We're gonna spatchcock this, and I'm gonna roast this, and then I'm gonna debone this. And I'm going to package it in like 2-cup packages so that I can have different meals with that, and it's already cooked, which is nice. I mean, you could make chicken salad, casseroles, chicken Alfredo, chicken stir fries, chicken and salsa, which I love, chicken and salsa over rice. All kinds of stuff, The casseroles you can make with this. Beautiful. And the stir fries and the, sheet pan dinners, it's going to be wonderful. And the thigh is just, or the breast is just enormous. So we're going to spatchcock this guy the best that we can. Okay. I'm going to cut that neck off. That neck I'll save, and I'll use that for, I know I'm touching all this with my dirty hands. I'll use that as well as the backbone that I'm about to cut out for soup, or for, broth. Okay, so if you feel this, you can feel the backbone. I asked her, I says, what in the world did you feed those chickens? Miracle-Gro? They're enormous. But she let them free range, and she fed them very well. And I said, I think he free ranged right around the food dish. I can't believe how big this is. Okay, if my scissors can do this, it looks like it might. Okay, I want to make sure I can. I almost need those, this is a big chicken. I almost need those shears. There we go. There we go. We're getting it. Oh, he's a big one. Okay. This side now. You know what? I might just wind up leaving that backbone on there. We'll see how this works here. These scissors aren't doing any good whatsoever. Okay, we'll get it. Maybe. All right. He's a big, heavy guy. Okay, here we go. We got it. All right, we are keeping this. We're going to roast that with him. Okay, so you can see the inside's very clean. This is not a fatty bird whatsoever. He's gorgeous. So we're going to turn him over, and we're going to do our best to break that breastbone so he can be flattened out. Is he not beautiful? And she even cuts. When I bought this bird, I thought for sure I was going to have to bring them home and dispatch them, which is no problem. I can do that. I've done it several times. But when I went to pick them up, and I only paid $1.58 a pound, she had him all cleaned, you know, all dispatched, and she clipped the little ends, she took the tail off, she trimmed the fat off of them, and she had them all packaged up for the freezer, washed, cleaned, everything, for $1.58 a pound. And she told me, she said, he's all ready, you don't even have to wash him, just put him in your oven. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, we got that. Let me wash my hands. I'm so excited over that bird. That thing's going to make a lot of meals. And he's beautiful. So I'm going to put seasonings on him. And I'm going to cook him in my big 17-inch skillet. There's no way he'd fit in my, like my cookie sheets and that. But he'll fit in my skillet. And I'm just going to put seasonings on him that will go with just about any meal I want to make. Like, you know, salt and pepper and garlic and paprika and a little bit of thyme, maybe some rosemary. You know, mix it up in a little bit of butter and we'll give him a good rub down. Let me grab my Big Daddy skillet. Okay? We're going to put him in here. First, I'm going to oil this up a little bit. All right. We're going to lay him right up in there. Yeah. Let me slide this here because I want to rub him down first. Gosh, he's beautiful. I'm so excited to get him cooking, I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use my seasoning rub. This is my very own. And I don't know if I did a video on this barbecue rub. I'll put it up somewhere up at the top here. I'll attach a card to that video. I think I did. That and a seasoned salt video combined together. But this has just about every herb that I want to put on this chicken. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to do that. So now I want to get my butter. And a little dish. And we're going to fix this up. Probably a few tablespoons of butter. He's pretty big. And we're just going to, oh, this stuff smells wonderful. I have to put a little more in there. It smells good. Okay. We'll mix this with this butter and make like a little paste. This will help the skin. When you spatchcock a chicken, okay, or a turkey, it's a perfect thing to do when you've got a chicken that's this size. You can do it with any size chicken, but spatchcocking is it's not a cooking method. It's where you cut the backbone out, but it makes your chicken cook faster. It makes it cook more evenly, because when you cook a regular chicken, when you just like stuff it or whatever, the breast tends to get dry. And that's why people a lot of times turn their bird over upside down so that all the juices run into the breast and it keeps, you know, it keeps it moist. Well, spatchcocking, you don't have to do that. You don't have to turn it upside down. But it allows it to cook more evenly, and also every bit of that skin will crisp up and it'll be crispier. That's why I like spatchcocking chickens. Never spatchcock a turkey, but I've never spatchcocked a chicken quite this size. But this will be something, and I might need more seasoning. I think I do. And you know what? I think I'm going to add garlic separately to that. And some onion powder. I think that's what I'm going to do instead. And I should get a little more paprika. Put that garlic in there. Because there is paprika in my rubs. And I might use... That's my onion powder I made out of my... I did my garlic powder too. Let me get paprika. Okay, friends. This is real life in the kitchen with me. I'm telling you. It's like you guys are right here with me. Okay, let's try that. Ooh, that's going to be nice. We'll get this all mixed in. Beautiful. I'm taking my rings off. I already lost my diamond once. I don't want to do that again. I'm going to sit over there and be happy. We're going to get right in here and we're going to rub this thing all down. Oh, that's beautiful. And we're going to make sure we get some of it underneath the skin as well. Okay? Don't want to waste none of this. We're also going to preheat our oven to 400. I don't think I have... Oh, I've got all my trays in there. I got to hang on for that a minute. All right. We're going to get our hands all dirty and rub this all over. Every bit of it. Get right in there. Now we're going to take some of this and we're going to just kind of lift up underneath the skin. We're going to get some underneath there. So it runs down on that meat. Look at this thing. Okay. Beautiful. Now we're going to roll him over. He's getting a massage. He's getting a day at the spa. And we're going to put some... I'm going to wash my hands and I'm just going to do garlic and salt and pepper on that side. Hang on. I'm going to put paprika, garlic, salt, and pepper on that side too. So we're just going to sprinkle just a little bit on here. A little bit of paprika. You could cut up veggies and lay your veggies in your pan. A cast iron pan is the best for this. But you could lay some veggies in your pan and lay that chicken right on top of those vegetables, and that juice from that chicken will drip on them. Oh, and it'll cook them beautifully. Beautiful. Look at him. That's a lot of meat there, friends. Okay. A little bit of pepper in there. Oh. Okay, now we're going to have to set him aside because we're going to have to lift him up, lay him in there. Okay? I'm going to wash my hands again because I want to pepper and salt the top of him. We'll stuff him right up at the top. Okay? Oh, I touched it. Hang on. I want to dip my fingers in my pepper. hands get so dry because they get washed so many times. All right. We're going to salt and pepper the top of him as well. Okay. Lots of beautiful pepper on him. I'm not doing any vegetables with him because I'm going to debone him. And I'm going to use the meat for other. All right. So we got that. And I think I want a little more paprika on the top of him. I know that seems like a lot, but he's a pretty good sized bird. So we're just going to sprinkle a little more paprika on him. And he's going to be divine. Absolutely. Okay. My secret to this is I'm going to pour about a cup of water in my pan, but I'm not going to cover it. Okay? I got to get these guys out of here. I always keep my trays in my oven though. We're going to set this at 400. This is almost going to be like a rotisserie chicken. So when that sets up, or when that is up to temp, we're going to put him in there. And I can't tell you how long it's going to take until he's done, because I've never spatchcocked and roasted a chicken that was 9 pounds. Nor have I done a turkey, so I have no idea. But we will find out when he's done just how well he turns out. There, friends, I give you a close-up before I put him in the oven so that you can see just how beautiful he is and how big he is. That is a 17-inch skillet. That's an enormous pan, and he fills up almost every bit of it. So we'll see you when he's all done. Yesterday, I have to tell you this story. You're going to crack up laughing. Yesterday, let me get my coffee. What did I do with my coffee? Oh, I got to have my coffee. I'm still waiting for the chicken to come up to temp. I got everything, or the stove to come up to temp. I got everything. I just got to wipe that one down. I got this all sanitized. I made the pecan pies because my daughter wanted them for Thanksgiving, right? So I was teasing her. She come in and she looked at the pies and the macaroni and cheese, which she took the macaroni and cheese to put in her freezer because I don't have room. So that's all set. Anyway, she says, "Oh my God, Mom, can I please take one home?" And I said, "No, those are for Thanksgiving, but you can look at it." You know, and I was teasing her, but my granddaughters come in, they said, "Oh my gosh, Grandma," or Nana. They said, "Oh, can we take one of those pies home, Nana?" I'm like, "Absolutely, let me wrap it up for you." You know how us grandmas are. Them grandkids can have anything they want. I just cracked up laughing because I looked at my husband after they took off with the biggest pie. I said, "Well, I guess we gotta make another pie." He says, "That's all right, they're gonna love it." So that was funny. They took the pie home. The little girls did, Stella and Nene. And I can't say no to them. I guess that's just a grandma thing, huh? They could come in they could have anything they want from me. I'd make them anything. And that's just the way it is. Okay, this is ready to go in. Oh, let's lift this big boy in here. Oh my God, this thing is heavy. I love that pan, but you gotta almost be a brute to lift it. A lot of times when it's full of food, I have my husband help me lift it out. Well, he'll do it by himself, but no sense in pulling a muscle over something like that, you know. The older you get, the easier it is. It's not fun. So we're going to have to make another pie. While I'm in the kitchen today, I know that chicken's going to take probably a good couple hours to cook. I would have to say at least 2 hours to cook. It's completely thawed out. But anyway, since we're in the kitchen, and I've got a couple hours to spare, I am going to put together, we're going to have deviled eggs for Thanksgiving as well, because we just have to have them. No doubt about it. Well, deviled eggs, you know, that's something that you can make ahead, not put it together, but you can boil, you know, hard boil your eggs, and they're good for up to 7 days in your fridge, whether you peel them or not. And I'm just going to leave them, you know, leave them with the peelings on them, and leave the shells on. I'm just going to hard boil them and let them cool and put them in my fridge for Saturday morning, and I'll put them together Saturday morning, or even Friday night I could put that together. But that will save, indeed, that will save some time. And probably a couple other things that, you know, I want to putz around with and get out of the way. You know, I got to do some, my husband loves sweet potatoes, but he don't want them mashed with, you know, like a casserole. He just wants them chopped, cut into pieces with a little bit of butter and brown sugar, and then when I reheat them, then he wants marshmallows on them. That's how he likes them, so that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to cook those today, too. Maybe. If I can fit them in the oven, I might even put them on the bottom. But I'm going to cook those, let those cool, put them in the freezer, and then when I go to reheat them, then I'll put some brown sugar and a little butter on them, you know, and the marshmallows, and they'll be good. So that'll be another thing out of the way. So if you hang out with me today, we're just putzing and chit-chatting. And you can't see it. Right around the corner there by my big china cabinet, there's a box that came in the mail. Oh, I can't wait for that. I'm going to review that tomorrow. It is from Costway, where I got my dishwasher. I told you they had the greatest products ever. The greatest quality of products ever. And I said to you, if they asked me to review anything, I'm in. Well, she contacted me last week, just after that video that I posted about the review. And she said, would you be interested in reviewing a 6-foot pre-lit Christmas tree? I'm like, from Costway? Yeah, you betcha. So she sent it to me. It's got like 250 LED lights on it. I am so excited. Now, I usually never put my tree up until probably, you know, just a few days after Thanksgiving. Big deal. I'm putting it up tomorrow. So we're going to do a review on that. We're going to hang out, you know, have some coffee and some chit-chat. But we're also going to do a review on that. And we're going to decorate it together so that we can see how nice it is. I also am going to be able to get you, anybody who might want to buy one, especially after they see it. My daughter, I said, I wish you would have waited, Susie. I said, because I'm reviewing a Christmas tree. She just paid $420 for a Christmas tree, an artificial one. I said, I could have got you this one. I think this one, I think it's a little over 200, but it's I think we're going to get like 15% off. So exciting! We'll give it a try. And you know, a lot of people call these reviews, but I kind of like the idea of try before you buy. You know, and I'll give an honest review. I'm sorry. There's been some things that companies have sent me, and like those vacuum sealers. I got an industrial one, and now I got a Big Daddy one, right? A commercial grade one. And but they'll send you these. I got one in the mail. They wanted me to do a review on. I couldn't even get it to work. I'm like, you know, I'm done with this. I'm not going to give, if I'm going to give an honest review, I can't review stuff. So I wrote them back. I said, I can't review something that doesn't work. I'm sorry. I said, I'll be happy to send it back to you. And she says, well, we don't want it. I'm like, that's just wrong, you know? So now there's very few reviews that I do because I like quality. And I am not going to give a good review on something that's junk. Quite frankly, I'm not going to do it. But my dishwasher, that was quality. I'm loving that thing. And I know that Christmas tree is good quality because it's from the same company. Now, you guys are really going to You're really going to be excited over this one. This is good for anybody. My husband and I had been talking about a little power station or something for, you know, in the wintertime if our power goes out, especially if we, you know, we want to get a pellet stove and it does need power for heat. So at least if we had a little power station, we could probably operate it. So we've been in the market to buy something. We're not sure yet. Well, a company reached out to me, and I never talked about it online. I never talked about it in any of my chit chats. It was just like coincidental. And they asked me if I would review a small power station for them. And I told my husband, I said, I don't know the first thing about them. I said, but you know what? If you do that video with me, you know about these. And get the camera shy out of your head. We can review this because people could use these, you know, and get them a discount. So that's sitting over underneath the china cabinet. And I think these companies talk back and forth. I have no idea. Because then 2 days later, after I said, yes, we will, you know, review the power station. We'll check it out. Blue Eddy contacted me. And they want me to, what is it? They want me to, it's a hefty one. They want me to review theirs, and it's bigger than the one down under here. And I told my husband, I said, oh my goodness, what? That's just coincidental. So we got a Blue Eddy coming too. So we're going to put these reviews up on Sundays. Because I like doing reviews. I don't mind doing them, but I like doing my daily videos that, you know, I can converse with you. When I do a product review, it's basically just a product review, and I feel like I am doing a report. You know, basically I am. But I like doing my videos and hanging out with you in my kitchen and talking about anything we want to talk about. I really need to figure out a way that I can do some live shows so that we can really talk and, you know, have a blast in the kitchen and make something or whatever. But I don't know if I could do one, you know. I'd have to have, my husband would have to be reading comments and, you know, telling me, because I can't do everything and keep an eye on the comments. But I would really like to be able to do a live show. I mean, I don't edit a whole lot out of my videos, but in a live show, there would be no editing. It would be definitely real life. I mean, this is real life. What you see is what you get with me. I'm not pretentious in the least bit. But, sometimes I'll edit, you know, some things out. Everybody edits, you know, so that something might not, it might be funny or whatever, or just something that you're, or the phone rings or a phone conversation you have and you leave the camera on, you know, you edit that out. But pretty much it's real life here. So with that, let's get some eggs going. I'm going to move you over by my stove. You know, a hard-boiled egg is a hard-boiled egg. But everybody you talk to has a different way of preparing them. I just boil mine. I put my eggs in the cold water, and once I bring it up to a boil, I let it boil for a couple minutes, and I shut it off, and they sit. Just about until they cool off. So that's what we're going to do, because we need to make, and I might have to make more at that, you know. I'll show you what I do. Simple. You can make eggs in your Instapot too, hard-boiled eggs. All kinds of eggs in here. I'm not going to do the brown eggs. Those are a booger to peel. Those have to be done a different way. But I am going to use these white ones, these jumbo ones that I got from Meijer. I have to do about 2 dozen hard-boiled eggs. They eat the heck out of them. They fight over them. Okay, these are a little small. Look at the difference in these. Look at these big jumbo eggs. I love jumbo eggs. Anyway, so I'm going to put these in here. I do it real carefully. I don't add anything to my water. I just hard boil the eggs, you know. But I shut it off a couple minutes after it's boiling, and I just leave them sit. And that way they don't get green around the yolk. You know how that green gets from overcooking them? They get a funky color around the outside of that, the outside edge where the yolk is. They don't do it this way, and so I like this way. All right, so we're gonna fill that with water. I'm gonna need a little bit more. Okay, those are going to stay just like that. I like lots of water when I hard boil my eggs too. Somebody asked me where I got my teapot. They like my big old Big Daddy teapot. I got two of them. I got one at a yard sale, and my daughter Bevy Lou, you hear me refer to her as Lou. She gave me one that she found at a yard sale too. So now I got two of them, and I love them. They're enormous. They hold well over a gallon of water, and I love it. Okay, so these are just going to stay right here until they start to boil, and then I'll turn them off. These are boiling beautifully, and they boiled for about 2 minutes, so I just take them off, and that's where they sit, right in the back. None of them cracked. Oh, I guess I had one that cracked, just a little bit, but none of the guts come out of it, so those are good. So those are going to sit right there. So the next thing I want to do while this is baking and my eggs are done, they're just going to cool off in there. I'll leave them there. They'll be there for a while. Is make some cranberry sauce, because my husband wants cranberry salad, but I don't want to use the canned cranberry sauce. I'm not talking the gelled stuff. I'm talking the whole cranberry sauce. I like to make my own because it's just so much more delicious. So we're going to do that, and then when that's done, I can let it cool and put that in the fridge, and then we're done. I mean, for today, I don't need to do anything else. Tomorrow we'll have fun. You'll have to get your cocoa ready for tomorrow, because we'll put that tree up. You'll see that on Thanksgiving. Many of you won't see that on Thanksgiving, but that's when it'll go up, is Thursday. So you're seeing this, it's Wednesday. So anyway, with that, I've got these bags were 2 for $3. She wasn't sure how many to get, so she got me 4 of them. But you know what I love to do with the leftovers is I love to make like a cranberry. Oh, I thought I heard something. I like to make like a cranberry jam, a cranberry spread. Oh, like a, not jelly, but a jam. It's so good on toast and fresh bread. So I'm not going to use all 4 of these, but she got me these. And they were 2 for $3. So we're just going to make a real simple. Oh, they got all kinds of fresh cranberry sauce. That's what we're going to do. Cranberry orange relish. Oh, wow. 2 oranges, cranberries, and a ½ cup of sugar. Oh, I bet that's good. I bet that would be good, the cranberry orange relish. But we're just going to do the fresh cranberry sauce. So we've got 1 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar per this. And we're going to do 2 of them. So let's get busy with that. I'll turn this down. teapot over here. And I'm going to put the eggs over here and let them cool on that. I'm going to get another pan out because we're going to need a heavy pan. My heavy bottom pan. These pans, look at how beautiful they are. These are Martha Stewart pans. And my mother bought me these pans. Let me turn this up just a hair. My mother bought me these pans back in, I think, 2012. They're 10 years old. You would not know it. That's how well I take care of my pans. And I remember my grandmother always saying, if you get a pan that gets stained or, you know, just bad looking on the inside from overuse, boil a quart of tomatoes in it. She said, it'll be like a sparkling brand new pan. That's what I do. When they get looking, you know, like this one, getting pretty close. Yeah, you can see that when I turn the light that way. Tomatoes. Make a pot of chili or something. Perfect. So, we're going to open these up. We're going to dump these in there. I believe these are all washed. Oh, it says, I guess I should follow the directions. Heat water and sugar to a boiling in 3-quart saucepan over medium heat, stirring occasionally. Continue boiling 5 minutes longer while stirring. Add in cranberries. Heat to boil. Well, that's what we'll do. We'll move these cranberries out of here. Gotta do it right. I guess maybe it doesn't matter, but I'll do what it says. Put those in there. That's going to be a heavy syrup. 2 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar. Woo! But cranberries are tart. Oh my gosh, that chicken is smelling wonderful. That is looking so nice in there. I'll show you. I'll give you a sneak peek of that. Let me get my sugar. You know what, friends? I canned sweet potatoes. I just realized they're in there with by my butternut squash. I canned some up. I might not have to cook those. I might just be able to crack open that can, add the little bit of brown sugar and butter to them, put some marshmallows on them, and put them right in the oven. They probably turn out beautiful that way. I think that's what I might do. I'll show you that. We'll do that. I'm glad that I can charge my phone while I'm using it. My phone almost died on me. Alright, so 2 cups of water and 2 cups of sugar. We can do this. There's my 2 cups of water. I always thought you put orange juice in it. I guess I've done that before with orange juice. I must have been making something else though. Oh well. We're going to turn this up. Let it dissolve and come to a boil. So, I'll get that going. Everybody always worries about my apron string getting burned. It's never happened yet. Anyway, I'll get this going. Bring this to a boil. Let it boil for 5 minutes, and then I'll bring you back, and we'll add the cranberries to it. We don't got to stir that all the time. It just says occasionally. I better set that. I'll set that on top of cranberries. Okay, friends, that has boiled for 5 minutes. So now we're putting our cranberries in there. And it says to cook them at least an additional 5 minutes until they start to pop. We gotta bring them to another boil first, obviously. Oh, you know, my husband will try this when he comes home because I'll have it all chilled and... Okay. We're just gonna leave those go right there. Turn them up a little bit. Let them come to a boil. The chicken is looking fabulous. Everything's going good. The eggs are done. This is the last I got to do today. That'll be nice. I never used to like cranberries. I mean, I'd eat them. They weren't my favorite. I should say that. I'm really not picky whatsoever. Okay, friends. These have cooked for 5 minutes and they all popped. Look. Gorgeous. And you know, it acted like it was going to boil over. So, of course, I turned the heat down a little bit because it was really a good rolling boil. But I also put, just like you would with jam, I put just a little dot of butter in there and it cured that. It didn't boil over anymore. So these are going to set on the edge of the stove until they cool. Right over here. And then that's done. Easy peasy. And I bet you could replace some of that water with a little bit of orange juice and they'd be really flavored wonderfully as well. So we're going to leave those there. Wipe this off. It's doing gorgeous in there. It's getting there. Look how gorgeous that is. Not quite done yet. It's still got a while. Okay, that chicken is doing fantastic. I've been taking the temperature of it. It's about 5 degrees away from being done. Because I don't want too done. And this is a little warm, but I think it's cool enough to put in here. And I just might make more of this while I'm at it. Let me put water in that. Make more of that while I'm at it so that I can put some away for Christmas. That would be good. The eggs, I put in cold water now. They cool down enough. I just keep them in cold water until I get ready to put them in a container. This is just going to sit. Yeah, it's warm, but it's not crazy. So that's going to sit right there. Oh, that smells. Oh, it just smells heavenly. So that will go in my fridge, in my pantry, or in my sun porch. I want to check the temperature of this chicken one more time. So that's a hot screaming out of there. Oh, it's beautiful. All right. I know the dark meat's done. I'm waiting for that. 67. 68. That's done. 65. 165 or higher, your chicken is done. That's at 170. Let's check that side. And that side's done too. That's at 166. So anything, we can turn it off. Anything over, I gotta wash that, but anything over 165 is done. So I need to get, this is beautiful, and I need to get my cooling racks out because we can set them on these cooling racks. because he's a big daddy. I gotta get my other hot pad. All right, come on. Look at that. There's the juice in there is gorgeous too. Beautiful. Let that cool off a little bit. I'm going to put my eggs in another container. All right, those eggs are ready to go in the fridge too. Look at there, friends. I'm gonna wash this off. Turn that off. That is beautiful. Absolutely, that's gonna sit there and cool. And you already know how to debone chicken. I'm gonna debone every bit of this and package it up. And I'm going to get a lot of meals out of this. This is absolutely fantastic. I'll definitely buy. I've already got an order for 2 more of these birds from her. Now, they don't advertise it, just to their friends, you know. You can go and ask her if you could buy a chicken from her, and she'll sell you one. You know, I'm sure they might charge a little more, but I've done a lot of stuff for them. We go back and forth. So I got mine fairly cheap. $1.58 a pound is wonderful. To have it all ready, cleaned, and processed, you can't ask for a cheaper price. Anyway, friends, we just did a little bit today. Not a whole lot. A spatchcock chicken, some cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving, and some eggs for deviled eggs for Thanksgiving. So there you have it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I had a ball with you guys and cooking and showing you different things. You all have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. And again, thanks for watching.